Greetings, nomads.
Hey, greetings, nomad.
You are now listening to the Intergalactic radio show at 101.7 WFO, where we bring all upcoming space grooves to you.
Oh, WFO.
Welcome back, listeners. You are tuned in to episode 17 of the Intergalactic radio show. Hope all you nomads have had the best past 2 weeks since the last episode, because I know I certainly have, nomads. I've been all over the place, doing a bit of this, doing a bit of that, did a bit of cleaning on the Galacticast the other day.
No, you didn't.
Again, found some trinkets that I must have acquired along the journey. Don't really remember getting them, to be honest, but they're probably worth quite a bit in a jumble sale these days. I'll probably have to head over to
Here we go again.
Dress Marketplace. That's where I'll go. Yeah,
Is it?
take them down there. I'll make a note of that.
Make two.
What else have I been doing? Managed to see one of my all-time favourites when it comes to music, Left Field. Wow,
It was great.
what a show, nomads. The subs really made my meat sack tremble. It's so nice to see someone still playing music for that amount of time and just be bringing out stuff fresher than comes out of the radio these days. So
Much love to Left Field.
big inspiration of mine and still are, so big ups Left Field, what a show. And talking of great shows, I've got a great show incoming for you listeners. Incredible music and the event you've all been waiting for.
Yeah.
Druids, Falter and Takes 32 are finally joining us for an interview. Next up on the show is a track by the Mass Tradesman, and as you've probably guessed, nomads,
Go on. Go on. Oh no.
it's going to be coming in straight after the advert.
Mega Solid Military Man. The new Mega Solid Military Man is the latest toy in the current markets. He has no need for guns or gangs. Mega Solid Military Man has a robust body designed to take a beating from any tentacle sucker in town. Place him on your desk and watch him stand there for days. No physical movement, no voice, no fighting, no blinking. He inflicts global fear from the size of his static physical form. Mega Solid Military Man. Now with removed scars on face where he has managed to heal his body from being mega solid. Don't get on the wrong side of Mega Solid Military Man, or you might end up soiling your bridges. Only at a reasonable price of 199 Kappa Poppers. Head over to your nearest toy store now.
All terms and conditions may not apply or could apply. Who knows? Please buy our products so your kids can help spread the word and help us fund our next project. We do not take any returns or refunds by Playtime Toy Productions. We do not respond to complaints. We apply all of our correspond staff to save money. We really don't care about you. Made from the most diabolical materials known to the modern world. Please do not suffer from the toy body parts as you will receive a nasty mouth infection and other horrible bodily issues. Caustic.
101.7 WFO.
Yeah.
Coming live to the studio. Wow,
Yeah.
what a great track by the Mash Tradesmen.
Fantastic.
That was called Road to Mustafo.
That's the
Hope
one.
I pronounced that correctly,
Yeah.
and please let me know if I didn't. Thank you for submitting your music. Please fire over some more of your tunes, as this definitely won't be the first appearance on the show. Absolutely banging track. Loved it.
Big ups.
Little bit of news from around the universe.
Little bit of news.
Things are heating up in the blockchain music space.
Nothing new there, it's the place to be.
Integrated media players are making appearances in new wallet updates, enhancing the experience for NFT music aficionados and digital crate diggers. Check it out!
Check it out.
The SPOs have been casting votes on parameters. If you keep your coin with one of these Aladdin caves, be sure to check on what your operator has chosen. Practice run, I'm told this is, but good to take the temperature of the water.
Don't let it sting your feet. Hop on it next.
In other news, West Coast crypto is underway. That must mean that the water apes of the Sur will be getting wild about digital collectibles, as well as opening the drawbridge for new meat sacks and legacy refugees to join the salvation. Shouts to Buffy Bot and the team. May your voyages bring you bountiful returns.
Big ups.
Let's hope they can avoid catastrophe. Next track coming up is from Abstractive, and they have secured their slot for the Outer Reach Festival coming up, so please keep an eye out for that one, Nomads. It's going to be an absolutely banging set, I can guarantee you that one at least. And as you've probably guessed, there's another incoming advert. I wish there wasn't another incoming advert, because this next track is stunning. I love it, and yeah, I will see you in a little bit now, Nomads. Big ups.
The cavalry, always on time, always so clean. The cavalry, polished right up, medal supreme. No need to worry, the cavalry's here. Your go-to metal polishing and uniform cleaning service. We took our time, but never too late to come in and claim the glory. With our newly expanded enterprise, our stores are now available in 124 systems. That's 124 systems that you can now experience the glitz and glamour of the Cavalry's deluxe cleaning services. We now also offer our new metal coating service, so you can customize your weapon arsenal and look the part. Never look back with the Cavalry Cleaning Services.
101.7 WFO. Coming live in the studio.
Solo lo so. Olo chizena. Tu la babasata. Yena ma. Olo chizena. Yena ma. Yena ma. Yena ma. Yena ma. Yena ma.
Oh shit, son. That'll be popping shapes all over the studio then. Nice one, awesome new track there from Abstractive.
Yeah.
That was called Shadow Talker, and that is from their upcoming EP, Let's Abstract. Please check that out, Nomads, because that's going to be a banging one.
Yeah, absolutely
Actually, I'm
banging.
not sure when that's coming out, but I will keep you updated and let you know, because I'll be pre-ordering my copy at exactly the same time.
Yeah. First in the queue, mate.
And I definitely will be, because they're just always pushing the boundaries with their genre. Absolutely great stuff. It's that time, Nomads. The moment you've all been waiting for.
The moment you've all been waiting for. The moment you've all been waiting for.
Next up, we have the meeting of the Druids. They have managed to set aside what's been cracking with the Quantum Clap and squeeze in a session to have a quick catch-up and express some of Phil's offices. So, I can't wait to get started, Nomads. Here we go. Here's Conversing from the Galacticast, Meeting of the Druids. Big ups.
I'm gonna give it a big ups. I'm gonna give it a big ups. Big ups.
101.7 WFO. Coming live in the studio.
Welcome back, Nomads. You are tuned in to episode 4 of Conversing from the Galacticast. This week we'll be talking to two members from the Druid triad of 090, Fulter and Taste 32. They have been the custodians of the consciousness upgrade, which is now seeing Earth 090 upgrade into a 1.2 class entity. The rise in the collective consciousness is no thanks to this nomadic force, who turned out in favour of this ballsy endeavour. That has allowed us to reach these elusive characters. It's been a while since I've hung out with these two. The last time I think was it's that wretched consortium event. Never again. I swear, Nomads, never again. So, moving on, I'm sure you listeners are curious to find out where they have been and what they've been up to. So, without further ado, let's get straight down to business. Good evening, Druids. How's things?
Yeah, Caustic, how we doing, man?
All
yeah,
good,
nice.
all
Thanks
good.
for linking us up in the end.
No worries
Sorry
at
about
all.
the mix-up of the dates. I was convinced it was this week, so I don't know, someone got our wires crossed somewhere. Anyway, good, glad to get the kid, glad to get the link up in the end. Was it consortium when we saw yourselves last?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you don't need to act like you weren't living it up on our bill, were you? Yeah, I thought WFO catered his own rider. You need to have a word about that. Anyway, yeah, it wasn't long since two with his ego announced a bit of an embargo on the ultra frequency broadcast after that, wasn't it? Was it you and Seizure or something in the
Yeah,
actors?
that's the one.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't hang around for that. Anyway, speaking of which, you'll have to excuse the noise. I'm up on the roof today, so lots of traffic up here at the bodega. You're not expecting any shipments, are you?
No, I'm not expecting any shipments today. Not that I'm aware of. I'll have to double check that. Fulter, are you there? Saying your signal hasn't connected yet?
Fuck it. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
I hate these things.
Hello?
Come on. Caustic, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello?
Evening, Caustic?
Evening, Fulter.
Or morning? I don't know what backwater rock you're floating above now.
I don't even know.
But I'm sure it has something to do with a bit of loose Tigalos, as always. Thanks for having us on, man.
No worries.
I noticed you said the two Druids on 090.
I did?
Which you know as well as I do. We've had a late bell message from Rogue Tactics, as usual.
Oh, never.
Classic.
Classic indeed.
That's it. Oh, well, saying he's stuck at gate quarantine and can't make it. Lag slugs all over the thing, apparently.
Bollocks.
I'm sure you know more than we do, Caustic. But it's good to see you again anyway, and thanks for having us on. And sorry about that mess up last week, or the week before, was it? We've just been prepping and getting all those layer 2 functions done.
No, I fully understand that. That's no problems at all. I know in dribs and drabs about what you do with your spare time, but would you mind sharing that with the listeners? And a lot of signals coming in lately asking questions like, who is Fulter, who is Taste 32? So, if either one of you want to start, do you mind answering them?
Taste, do you want me to go first?
Well, yeah, if you don't mind, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'll stick it down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, take this one, Fulter. I'll be back now.
Will do, Sam. Yeah, I'm still trying to work out who fault it is, Caustic, to be honest.
Nice.
But I can give you the footprints and maps. My spare time, what do I do in my spare time? No spares in this wagon, unfortunately, but I do have a few little pleasures outside responsibility.
Go on.
So like my favourite thing to do at the moment with this meat sack, as I'm getting used to it, is to emulate the movements and manners of the planet's rather remarkable wildlife, and I think we'll all agree. It's pretty crazy on this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what else? Does need a bit of an antenna adjustment, this jelly thinker, I think. So a little fistful of fungi I found helps. Great hack for tuning the thing off and really giving it that, quick clean. So I'm still waiting for the 090 meat sack maintenance guide, but I don't think they have one out yet, unless you know one, Taste or Caustic, anyone who can chime in, can send me one, because this thing is a bit strange to operate.
There's an advert.
I've scoured the lands, I've scoured the workshops. There's just no volumes of how this thing works.
I really don't want to write one, if I'm going to be honest. I really don't want to do that.
Well, I'm still trying to get to grips with it, to be honest. And, I keep looking for the limits, and there just aren't any.
Yeah.
It's just bound in erosion. It's bizarre. Anyway.
Yes. No, I think you're spot on. What else do I do? I'll quickly run through. I like collecting maps and exploring gates. It's a bit of a side hobby, to be honest.
Nice.
I would need an eternity to traverse Parablue.
Tell me about it.
I think it's important to have an unattainable task and pursue it, though. That's something I kind of hold on to. Humbles the soul.
Yeah, indeed.
Adding to a cause and not completing it. I love to create, as most know, but that seems to transcend whatever embodied structure I'm in. Of course, is this secure, this line, Caustic? I keep getting these little taps, these little weird flickery noises in the back.
Yeah, it's definitely secure. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, brilliant, sorry. So, after my selfish escapades, Caustic, I tend to spend time with my younglings and learn from them.
That's amazing.
That's the greatest joy I get at the moment. Mm-hmm. And of course, my soul bond doesn't quite agree with the life, but supports us nonetheless. Mm-hmm. They will always be my first priority. So another passion at the moment would be this planet's potential. That's what gets me up in the morning, stiff cup of mud, and at night, unfortunately. But I guess, and of course, its resident nomads. I have not seen any nomads like this in all my years working for the consortium, so I do think we have something special here. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true you're saying that, and well, to be fair, you always did have a soft spot for the fauna of any astral body. You've had the joy of shepherding both, haven't you?
Always have, always will.
So, who are you mimicking this week? Who are you animating?
So I almost done the patella out in the lower region of the right limb, because I was just watching one of those pink birds for a while, and the one leg, I wouldn't recommend it staying on that for that long, especially in a bath. So well, but next week I
close enough. Their knees go the other way. See, I found that out pretty quickly.
Oh,
that's the trick.
Oh right, okay.
Reverse that knee joint, that middle bit. You know where the two limbs kind of meet.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a weakness, to be honest. Very complex, but. Yeah, it needs to go completely the other way.
I don't think I'm even going to try it again. I don't think I'm going to try it again.
So you still mobile? Or?
Yeah, great. All good.
Well, good to hear that.
Anyway, yeah, so me, I guess I like traversing the ever-shifting sands, direction.
Nice.
Well, not much of a runner's man, if I'm honest, but a lesson a wise man did tell me once, that ambition is fucking critical.
That's a good one.
And that's always stuck with me, to be honest. So
that's sticking with me as well.
No, the paths I walk always seem to lead back to the start. Perpetual seeking of the boundaries, like I said, only finding none. But I do love poking at the fabric of existence. So, you'll find me trying in any mixtures I create.
Nice.
Must be the chemist in me, to be honest. Well, it's led me to become a bit of a shadow of my former self, if I'm completely honest. Bit of an enigma wrapped in a haiku, translated through the medium of reckless abandon, if anything else. But I am enjoying the involvement. This meat sack, as we're exploring, has got its intricacies, and it has put a fine point on the importance of inputs and outputs, if nothing else. So you will find me wrapping the pots and pans, otherwise creating, sharpening on crayons, or otherwise out amongst the wilderness, searching for the answers.
That's great.
Well, you've seen us set up here now at the bodega for quite some time. You have to come down now that we've got this fast track system on the go.
Oh, I'll definitely be
Yeah.
there. Sounds bang on.
We found it, but it's
fast
fast
track.
track. Isn't it?
Well, it's a bit frustrating. I thought we were going to get like a big like bulk download upgrade, but it seems like we're just going to be getting patches, just one bit. The consortium, they're not sharing my enthusiasm for.
I thought this was the start of the incoming typhoon. To be honest, I thought this was it.
I think it might be.
It's on 23.1. I thought we were getting a bit of reward for that, or not so much.
I think after the next few bells now, I think they'll understand what's going on.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess we're all kind of in the dark, aren't we? But yeah. So apart from that, feels like we've always been here, really. Timelessness amongst the trinkets, as Pope was saying. Things just keep collecting dust, don't they? But keeps my days full. It's important to have some kind of pocket anchor, especially when casting into the abyss.
I agree.
But it's always eluded me, like, what is the obsession with setting static foundations and inhabiting boxes? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's always looking for that box. It's always eluded me. Any insights on that, book there?
Break the box.
An abandonment of the pursuit of meaning.
Oof.
True. Yeah.
Just off it down.
That's a nice one.
Good comfort, really, isn't it? But, well, it's not a problem for you in the Galactic Cast, I'd imagine, Caustic.
No.
Seems terrestrial homes only breed more busyness. It's a terrible crutch for these rock rats, isn't it? They love to wield the badge of busy. You've seen them all scurrying about.
Yeah.
Apart from keeping myself out of trouble and the bodega ticking over, as Walter said, we've got these nomads to keep tabs on.
Nice.
Well, they're loyal to themselves mostly, but we like to offer the opportunity to foster play. Give them a gentle nudge and they'll be up and at it, like a ferret in a trouser line. So we're trying to eradicate community, if nothing else, to be honest. So I'm really appreciating the platform, Caustic.
Oh, you're most welcome.
Do you get much of a following then from our folk on 090 at all?
Yeah, we do have a bit of a decent following from 090. Funny enough, I had some tracks submitted to me from there not so long ago. Could you also explain what happened in the recent quantum clap jump and the collapsing state of the place on 2311? I broadcasted an update about it recently and your name's come up as part of the article. What were your involvement?
Walter, do you want to take this one?
It was better than expected, but I guess expectations are just other people's, or should we say consortiums, invented standards. But we have one more jump. I feel like the antidote is possible. Sorry, a lot of your listeners off-world might not know what the antidote is or what the jump is, but I could let Taste kind of run away with that one. But as always, I take the optimistic road, Caustic. I notice you haven't been.
Well, optimism is a difficult one for me to muster at the moment, which is why I've asked you, Druids, to come on and share your knowledge with myself and the listeners. But saying that, the main reasons for running a show in the first place is driven by optimism, so...
Oh, I did mean you hadn't been through the clap, Caustic.
Oh, shit, sorry.
But no, I get it, optimism is an important tool, though in such times, especially with the type of economics you participate in, needs must to keep the old girl purring, I guess.
Oh, you know it.
Ooh, sorry, standard segue for me.
Oh, it's all good.
What's it been like? Interesting question. Bit of a Shane Meadows drama, really. I laughed while shitting myself crying. One of those sorts of fiascos. I'm sure you've known us long enough to know, though, Caustic, the finger traps we poke about in can be a bit tricky to get out of.
Oh, I know that.
Did you, I don't suppose you know a few triads about the place. Did you know Ben and Pescas?
Well...
And Ogden?
Yeah, I think I know Ben. We shared a couple of moolies one time in the Maluawa, but if I'm honest, I couldn't understand a word he was saying, Nomad. Literally.
That's fair, man. He did like to stretch the perspectives a bit, even at the cost of his charismatic linguistics. But unfortunately, man, him and his triad were on 2311, sniffed out like pests, man.
Oh, no way.
It's not for now, but I find that a tragedy. It's suspicious as well. So it's not easy to know a triad's on your planet, let alone when.
Yeah.
Nomads were there, they were hit as well.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck it, here's me going on a downer, as always.
Sorry,
man. Anyway, I'll let Taste break it down. He's clocked more micro dives than everyone except Narwhal and Oculus, I reckon. But it's not looking good for 23-1 Caustic, unfortunately, to sum up. Next jump might be evac as many as possible. Just get as many nomads off that world. And then, but on a brighter note, man, I did get you some of those old film posters you like for the studio.
Way.
So, not on me, obviously, for some of the help you've been doing with us, but I think they got all of Bevan Teal Turd's ones. Triassic Park.
Nice.
I think we got you the Super Pedro 2 poster, obviously not bringing that game back through, that would be a psychotic move.
Yeah, I don't want that.
And what was the other one, Taste, I managed to nab? Puss, was it?
Oh,
yeah, Puss, man. That,
what a bunch of legends.
And the squids underneath it, it's like, whoa, that one.
Chilling on the lilo.
Yeah. Classic.
Absolutely oblivious. That's bad.
Well, going back to what you were saying, I'll keep the Galactic cast on a slow simmer, ready to evac as many as needed. I also contacted Rogue saying we need his efforts to save as many as we can. But yeah, thank you for the posters, Nomads. Love a bit of nostalgia in my workspace. Takes the floor is yours, my friend.
Well, to be honest, it took some orchestrating, didn't it? You know, the flood of bugs we've had the pleasure of witnessing decimate populaces 090.
Oh, they're not.
You know, like those herb welts in a brothel barn. Herb welts in a brothel barn. You know the spread rate of those, don't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, that led us on a bit of a chase, didn't it? A little bit wild gooser. Checking the scan results against the DIATS database. Have you been on there recently called the DIATS database?
I'm always on there. That's where I get most of those ideas for the meat sack moving.
Of course. That makes sense. Oh, yeah. So
Yes,
brilliant.
reference. Yes, class.
Yeah, anyway, yeah.
I'll check it
We
out.
were on there looking for that until we got a hit. And, well, unfortunately, it did lead us down a bit of a collapsing planet, really. But I did look, you know, do they know what we're on about with this quantum clap business? But I'll get to that in a second. So we clocked through into the quantum storm, thanks to, you know, our ascension path with the consciousness upgrade. So we had the chance to piggyback and get in on the ground there, really, down to the route, Earth 2311.
Nice.
Right, so I'll circle back. So what's a clap?
Yeah, that'll be important, man. They'll need to know what a clap is, otherwise
most of the listeners don't know.
The top then, and they otherwise. Yeah, so you know they're quite a commonly rare phenomenon, really. Quantum claps are when an ascended body like ourselves ricochets past one in decline. So you've got this classic kind of upwards cycle as well as a downward spiral.
Yeah.
You know, it does play havoc with the threads, unfortunately.
Oh, I bet.
But with some jiggery pokery, you know, classic cowboy job that we did that. Me and Fulton made a plan to rodeo these gravity typhoons. It's worked out all right so far, you know, bolt through the claps and, well, hope for the best, really. Caution to the wind, didn't it? Love the thrill of a good micro dive, see?
I don't.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Oh, Moorish little caps, aren't they?
No, I don't like jumping through claps, man. I don't like being reduced to a millionth of my size and then pop back open like a blow-up tent.
Yeah, I'm the same, Falter. Like, if I can't take Sativa, I don't do that anyway, so what's the point?
Oh, yeah, sorry, that was it. Yeah, like Fulton was saying, the antidote you're after, and, well, we got more than we bargained for, that's for sure.
Nice.
And I'm not just talking the teal turd boasters, of course. Well, it's been a saga in every sense of the word, my friend. It's been going on too long, really. But even as someone existing beyond time, it feels like I've managed to even age myself millennia. You know, it's been a while.
Well, I can only try and understand that. What was it like? Can you explain?
Well, if nothing else, it was an adventure, you know.
Nice.
Hard to see it any other way.
Love an adventure.
And a away game that hinged on a handful of Hail Marys. Adventure, sprinkled with a bit of danger, of course, excitement, I call it. And a weird kind of familiarity. You know, world stuck in a past we've long since evolved. Or so I'd like to think. There we are, there's that nagging optimism again, isn't it? Perfect contrast to the tyranny we are seeing, no mind.
Well, it'll be the death of all of us if we don't nip it in the bud now. Tyranny can't just keep coming in and controlling systems, because, have they not realised that it just doesn't work anymore? Like I said in a previous interview, we just can't be bait to the dinosaurs in Tyrannical Park anymore. It's just completely outdated.
You're spot on. No, that's it. And that's why we've got to get the fuck out of Dodge really soon, to be honest. I don't want to go back. Well, we've got one last hurrah booked on the final clap event. That's coming up soon now.
Nice.
Pretty sure that'll be Friday this time.
Yeah.
Full day or one of those dates. We'll have to get it booked in.
I'm hoping to be ill that day, man.
You can't be missing this.
No, I'm not going to miss it, definitely. I'll come, but it's the last one for me.
Suited up for one last time, innit?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not quite sure where we're going to go. Like you said, that last one we were looking, that just disappeared on a 404.
Well, the jump locations keep disappearing and changing, so
do you think it's mobile, or in terms of is something on the move, or?
It's going to be really tricky. It's going to be really tricky. We'll
have to wait till it's really weak, or where we've got that kind of ascension, that friction.
I think so, and then it will have to be in and out.
Well, yeah, we'll just dive in as quickly as we can then. It's got to be there somewhere. Anyway, that's what I forgot to tell you. I nicked some intel where we were down in that ministry site as well. It won't be a surprise to you. But the oppressive regimes there rising is a bit of a concern. I'm sure it's accelerated under that current infection rate as well. And the persistent collapse probably isn't helping.
No.
Well, it's all fucking political party parlour games, isn't it?
Yeah.
I never was a big fan of Risk, to be honest. Not the cardboard box tabletop version anyway.
Oh, I didn't think it was too bad.
They seem to have a certain attractor to swipe trophies though, don't they?
Well, in regards to Risk, I love that game. But, like going back to Caustic's point about tyranny, do you know what I mean? I think a lot of people think that's something it just pops up everywhere. To be honest, it baffles the Barnet at the best brain boxes. Mm-hmm. But I think it's a tricky anomaly that might be built in.
Yeah.
Like some sort of psychological supernova. Mm-hmm. But you see it everywhere between 0.8 and 1.3 planets. Rare for those higher, rare for those lower. Like we've been to loads of different planet states. You see it pop up around those frequencies. That's what's difficult about 2311. It was like that planet was in the right bed for class 5 and beyond. Easy. I spoke to Ben a lot, but suffered an infection, which, as I said, I'm suspicious of. Mm-hmm. We are seeing it now here on 090. Like you see in Tyranny coming here now, because that core is crumbling like a casual chiropractor on a soft coccyx.
Hard to witness.
Yeah, and it would always be up to the many, whether it is realised or not. That collective consciousness guides the ship, not the minority. And the iceberg is ahead. A turn is coming, but which way? 2311, there's no way that's recovering from my perspective. Mm-hmm. As always, we'll do our best, but the choice still remains hidden to us here. Otherwise, it may be the fate of others. Yeah. Let's off the top of my head, 2311, Mesa Manus Miri, Genri, Mars, pure totalitarianisms. Yeah. On steroids, in fact. Yeah, 100%. These places, in the end, completely unsustainable and still going. Just now dust to the winds. Mm-hmm. But look at the other ones that are still tyrannies that are in place that are successful. C6ST40, C6ST43, Withea, Aspraxias. Wow. I mean, the list is endless.
Well, I didn't expect to hear that name again because I spoke with Jajit Jones earlier from the Working Class Council Housing Fleet, and she told me that a lot of her neighbours were celebrating these last days over a new rule of power on Aspraxias. That's mental. Well, what's that about?
Yeah, well, that's the problem. See, people like the familiar. They look for certainty, and that's only worsened when the herd is captured by a televised pantomime conformity. Well, and the keeping up with the Joneses mentality. Mm-hmm. It's the classic velvet glove hiding fistfuls of glass. We've all played out the parable of the wolf in sheep's clothing. So we'll spare you the sermon. Given one thing though, and there's something I'm sure you indulge in, at a time with a couple of bandits, but. If there's anything these nascent power bingers do well, it's propagandas. Yeah, 100%. And, that wolf in sheep's clothing got plenty of wool to pull over your eyes. Turn a shepherd blue. Well, I'll tell you that. But they do like fleecing your pockets for bitters and breadcrumbs and you got that. It's madness. It's a psychosis, really. A delusion en masse. People stripped of any of their own value, purpose, seeking to get behind a cause that's been dressed as dessert, really. Yeah. Proof that if you keep the frequencies low enough though, the malleability of the psyche is absolutely beyond. Yeah, it's frightening how detached it all becomes.
It really is, man.
Well, if I'm completely honest, Nomads, I didn't even know hierarchical systems still existed. I thought that was removed. What's that about? How is it back?
What? Hierarchical systems will always exist, Tergo.
Wow.
And to be honest, in abundance probably. Your satigable bludgeoned eyes of a bloodshot milky haze of paradise, mate. Which part of me idolises, to be honest, while the other part despises, but just out of jealousy.
Oh, I wouldn't be jealous.
The lens, isn't it? I guess that's a good way of thinking about it. One of many, granted, but if your world is focused on that framing, then that will be the inevitable conclusion. Some worlds are not ready for new tools of perception. It's got to be a gradual process.
Yeah.
Because it does rattle the meat computers. Taste loves a world with hierarchy. Absolutely loves it. Easy pickings for change. In and out. It's like the quick job.
They've just set it up for you, haven't they? They've just got this massive towering pyramid with on the top the little ping pong ball that you're aiming for. But problem is, geezers do need excitement turks. Others cling to their hereditary powers. Too weak to explore the other options beyond the silver spoon spot at the top. Thankfully, though, it is a bit of a dying trend. Their inbreeding ways has helped further stem the exponential growth. So we are actually slowly seeing a bit of a flattening of the top-down idiocracy that keeps creeping in. And so that's flattening off for class 3 and above. That's a good trend that we're watching. That said, there's still plenty of conveyor belts in play, that seek to perpetuate and accelerate, if nothing else, these broken ways. Filterless is, barely scratching at the surface of what we've got, and that's without the Ginstrop district. Yeah, we know how they feel about promoting puppets to the stage in the Iris fire there. So, it's all pyramidics and the first percentile mechanics, really. And you'll see they've still got tentacles and strange, strangleholds in numerous places. Unfortunate planets, the Unhumbos, like we were hearing, are still in the turmoil of that ever-evolving door parasites in crown jewels.
Fucking hell. Like, how have the Unhumbos allowed this to happen? Because surely they didn't vote for the Flanges. That's mental.
On the Spraxius, you mean now, isn't it? Sorry, I've sidelined my thoughts. So there's no vote on Aspraxius, Caustic. That's like not how their system works. The Flanges work in a battle of popularity and feelings. So you construct a reality around emotional relatability, say, then puppet out a series of perpetual drama and crisis until given an illusion of your own necessity. So rationality tends to be void on all of these systems. That's a key component for their dire sustainability and success. So like when rationality increases, like say we're seeing on 090 now, going from 1.1 to 1.2, that's when you see the guillotines and the tambourine sledgehammers or the giant magnifiers on other worlds, because the rationality and tyranny can't be sustainable together. So, Caustic, are you sure this line's secure? There's like beeps every now and again, little beeps.
I'm not sure why it's doing that. Yeah,
it might be my end.
It's definitely fine because I'm running the Catch Me If You Can 1993 model. It's quite well known.
Oh, that is a good mask, to be fair. So, what was I saying? Sorry to interrupt. The Unhumbos. I mean, there's also biological components to that world that help it stay that way. So it's not just like a philosophical problem. Yeah. So I can't see them ever revolting, really. That's why we left. I think we were put there, to be honest, as a disciplinary act more than being sent there to make a difference, because it felt like the most unrealistic goal I've ever been set. Listen, just expand your mind to this a minute, Caustic. We were sent there to increase the class rating. Our target was 1.3 within a cycle, right? They're at 0.8 at the moment. So they're pretty much visually impaired, for one, and only venture out into UV very rarely for ceremonial festivals of the Flanges. The Flanges had biologically developed a way to fuse thought to their sweat glands. So some researchers believe this is due to like shrinkage of cognition and relentless inbreeding. But the thoughts bind to the glands and excrete into a strange milky viscous fluid, and then the Unhumbo underclass, completely unaware, bathing, drinking and ingesting this fluid and these ideas and thoughts consistently. So they would they're unaware they're drinking and consuming the thoughts and ideas of their suppressors, essentially.
Wow.
Yeah, but like that milky viscous fluid, that's what that...
Yeah, that's what we had on the briefing. Not to drink it, not to bathe in it, not to do anything with it.
When we were stationed up at that bit at the north of the Spraxius.
What have you done, Taste?
And they were all lined up in that bar.
Well, you had some.
For that one?
Yeah.
I thought we were on that retreat thing.
Oh, well, that explains a lot now, doesn't it? That explains a lot. That's probably taken you months to get out of your system.
Oh, minging.
Sorry, Caustic. So to undo that, like I was saying, that would have been like asking a spider to see a fly as an equal. Mm-hmm. So how they even achieved a spacefaring military is beyond my comprehension. After we left, like I know we're not the best at what we do, but that's something mental's happened there.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm getting some interference on the line.
Taste?
I'm getting interference on the line, Caustic.
Oh, what's happening there? Can you hear me? Just trying to repatch your signal now. How's that? Taste?
Yeah, carry on. Yeah, carry on. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Taste. Going back to Fulter, why are the Unhumbo celebrating?
Well, I'm sure we have all fallen into a bit of tribalism, Caustic.
Yeah.
Even when you're not biologically brainwashed and metaphorically void of understanding your prison, no matter how much those on the outside find it shocking. But there are minor rewards you can empathise with, like a day off hard labour, sense of community and tradition, a feeling of belonging, a little sprinkle of meaning, even if it is fabricated.
Well, I'm with you there, Nomad. We all love a day off on the chains of labour.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they ever had a day on, though, wouldn't it? Yeah, I've seen Bollard Collins pulling more work than the whole bloodline of those flanges have ever broken the sweat. It's all that pageantry and unhumble flag waving, though. It is a bit embarrassing. They do say the art of semaphore is 10, isn't it? But I bet those banner wangers made it back on Crowning Day. Yeah, I wish I was one of them, just for the little day, just for the gates. But I suppose everyone's looking for a sense of participation, really, in those kind of events, meaning to matter, no matter how paltry the existential picture.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess what people are trying to say is it's better to have a fine beer while sat in the cave, rather than, I do imagine the view from the throne isn't too shabby either, to be honest, That leech has done well for himself, though, hasn't he? Bloody, yeah, I remember him chewing cuds in the annex like an ill-gotten urchin when we were there last, wasn't it? Carrying on with some Westless Miler. I don't know, look at him now though, eh? Pride of place. Hardly proof of merit, is it?
The Prince, is it?
Oh, hold on a minute. Prince who?
Oh, sorry, Tergo, you know me, I'm all aesthetic. There's a recent elected prince who's just taken over Aspraxis, one of the flanges. What's it? Big bowl of biscuit puss when it comes to recalling names I am. It's that wretched little inbred with the rare skin rot problem, keeps having bits of his person fall all over the public events. Oh. What's his name again, Tace?
That's
you got me on the spot now.
Begins with Z.
No, I don't think it does. That was it. Aldrich Shredsnow. Aldrich
Shredsnow. That's it.
The Dalmatian's ointment. Yeah, he did have luggles. I'll never skip a peep for Decibel's end. You know that guy. Yeah, his Sybil shared. They did have a disdain and limbic arousal from consuming premature manliness, apparently. Strange little habit, though. But like Fulter said, you'd never vote this car crash in at all. Onward, the pubescent sludge blurges on.
That's why he's in my triad. Mind of a mantis's mitten. You've got to love it, listeners.
Well, going on to a slightly bit of a darker question, probably not a comfortable one, but is it normal for the Unhumbos to mate with pre-adolescent species? Because they've banned that now in the outer quadrants, and you get erased on the spot. There's not even a question.
Ooh, touchy subject.
Do you mean the flanges, Caustic? The Unhumbos are the peasant class?
Yeah, that's the ones. My apologies.
Unfortunately, Caustic, like I'm sure Tace will agree, I think what's happening is you're trying to assign morality where it does not exist. And because it falls just below the 1.0 class rating, injecting that morality is still impossible. It'd be like asking a rampant canine to keep his lipstick off the soft cuddly. There's just no chance, I'm afraid.
Well, I firstly apologise to the people. You don't want to get them confused.
Nah, to be fair, you don't see them in the same room, so, we'll pardon the slip, but side by side, you would spot them a mile off. You've got the gold leaf tried to a tobacco brown for the golden crown sitters. Yeah, the bludgeonous ones, they make a blancmange question his own structure. While the poor Unhumbos, like you were saying earlier, they can barely see, but they do gain a mold kind of whiteness to them. Yeah, devoid of any pigmentation, really, save for a gathering of the follicles. which that's where they crustate the crustata, kind of form. They are humming things, though, to be honest, a pair of them. But the flanges, they definitely read more than the visual disgust.
It sounds minging.
Yeah, did you know their moral compasses were actually traded out of the gene pool during the third generative cycle?
Not surprised.
So that's all they've got left now is the greed rewards short circuit. It just flips and fires. Well, it's just classic, isn't it? So it just shows that all that glistens isn't gold, as they say. But these golden bloopers never needed to rationalise their own crowning joy, let alone bring morality into the equation.
I think what Taste is getting at there is spot on. The trouble is that they are literally nowhere near an asteroid belt, so chances of a reset are so slim. I think they have peaked, to be honest. That was my assessment last time we were there. Last I heard, though, from the consortium, found a new amphibian on the planet that can do basic arithmetic. So station Druids have given it less than a cycle before it takes over, which, to be honest, warms my heart. I don't know about you, Taste, after. We were there for nowhere near a cycle. We were there. It was like
No, it was a very quick in and out.
Yeah.
It's good to hear those amphibians coming in, though. I'm looking forward to that.
Be good, I think. Be good for everyone.
We all love a good heartwarming nomad. This has been an incredible chat, both, and I'm sure the listeners have loved it as much as I have. I've got a couple questions from people from around the universe, if you don't mind answering them before you go.
No worries.
Are these pre-screened or?
Well, yeah, they're fully screened because my new antenna from the AGA company is such a great device. I actually got an advert for them coming on soon.
That's always you and your adverts. Don't start with that.
I love my adverts. So the first question coming in is from Delbrazi Wheat. Is there a reserve system for getting Thermidor and Parablue capabilities? Which one of you would like to take that one?
I'll take this one. But basically it's first come, first serve. As long as you can find it, of course. But we've secured ample supply for all the curious travellers and lost meat sacks. It's all part of the upgrade. But like we were getting to earlier, it's, we're on breadcrumb rations at the minute, so we'll drip feed and get as much of an upgrade through as we can. It's imperative we try and elevate the intercranial capabilities of the humble meat sack, really. Very limited bandwidth on these. It's pretty crazy. So, there's much going amiss beyond the spectral allowances. So a quick nephropod up the air snozzer, straight up the nose, and you're operating at the upper end of your cognitive capabilities, really. You wouldn't need one though, would you, Caustic? I don't know. Not sure where those facial cavities of yours do actually go.
Wow. Plenty of room in here for more the Satiga, my friend. I am fully cognito. Moving on to the next question is addressed to me from some cheeky inquisitor from Heldenisa 8. Who is the other voice on the Intergalactic radio show? Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's the ever-knowing question, isn't it?
Are you going to give it away, Caustic?
I don't know.
Show him.
I'll let him decide and see if he does it now. He's been a compadre of mine for so long, so the floor is yours, Pitch. Go ahead.
Hey, nomads! Pitch Tergo here from the Intergalactic Radio Show. The #1 radio station for all of your ear soothes and body grooves. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up.
What an absolute legend. Best person to go to a museum with by far. He's absolutely wild.
He's a legend.
Oh, we'll have to get him out on one of our backrow buses again, mate. I've never seen a compare and a geolocator as well as that guy.
Class.
Absolute animal.
Well, the third question we've got from this conversing from the Galacticast is for Taste from Guilford Sapin. Guilford Sapin. Have you got any cheat codes for Super Pedro, bro? Taste, have you?
Oh, don't get me started. Best cheat codes I got for that bastard game is to avoid it like the plague. Caustic, it's like the honeypot. You need to stay well clear.
Yeah.
I tell you what it did remind me of, though. Do you remember when we used to rent those games on the local Emporium filter? And, you're looking through the manual for any cheats or notes from the previous players.
Yeah.
And do you know what I used to do? I used to get the best cheat codes, right? I used to download them on the AOL thing or whatever it was. And I always used to sign mine with one of those school S's that people used to do.
With the 6 lines.
That's the one.
Yeah.
But the thing I did, see, I used to do mine backwards.
Wow, that makes perfect sense.
Well, that was before I wised up and became like a real artist and like I am now, innit?
Nice. Well, you heard our first bromads. Stay away from Super Pedro because it's a trap. Fucking hell. We got a question coming in live from an unknown sender. Just patching it through now. 2 seconds.
How about a joke, Caustic?
Hold on a minute, who the fuck is that? We got a comedian on, I think. Shall I continue? Filter? Taste? What do you think?
I say, give it a whirl before he runs out of breath.
I'm doing a bit desperate to be. Who's this close?
Well, go ahead, caller. What's your question?
What happens when somebody talks about a royal family on an airline from a radio station?
Well, I'll play along then, Nomad. What happens?
You've been caught with flanges. We're coming for you.
Oh shit, nice one, Caustic. Bunch of inbred warships heading your way. Nothing you can't handle, I imagine.
Oh, here we go. 4 weeks of the jokey all round, is it?
Yeah.
This is what I get for tuning into your radio show. Oh, I tell you, on the run again.
On the run again, I can't wait to get on the run again. Well, Nomads, I think we're going to have to cut this one short. Better Scarpa, sorry Filter and Taste, I'm going to have to go offline.
See you later, Caustic. Nice one for having us.
Nice one, Filter.
Yeah, stay fueled, stay sassy, and stay in every fight.
Right, anyone listening, we'll see you on the end. But cheers, Caustic.
Big ups,
Speak
Taste.
soon. Look after yourself.
Catch you both soon. Big ups, listeners. Thanks for tuning in to episode 17 of the Intergalactic Radio Show. Stay fueled, stay classy, and stay in flight. Big ups.
101.7 WFO. Coming live in the studio.